IHOP, Denny's, and Cracker Barrel.
Now, an excellent pancake should be tender and moist, not wet and pasty.
The best pancakes came from Cracker Barrel and Perkins. They were cooked to a nice golden brown and tasted freshly prepared.
When we ordered the pancakes off the all-day menu, we sometimes found that they picked up the flavors of other foods cooked on the grill. And frankly, they weren't as good.
After weeks on patrol or endless hours on the road, there's one thing most of us crave: comfort food that doesn't feel like MREs on a plate. But what if I told you that some of America's most famous pancake houses have turned that comfort into disappointment? Shrinking portions, rubbery texture, even flavorless stacks that taste like cardboard under heat lamps. Stick with me, because today we're dissecting the battlefield of breakfast, where most chains fail their mission, and only two actually stand tall under fire. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. The chains everyone relied on for a hot breakfast now serve plates that feel more like rations than meals.
Pancakes are a favorite way to start the day.
I love pancakes every morning because they're so good.
IHOP is capitalizing on a viral TikTok trend by unveiling its Luxe Dubai a chocolate pancake.
When I'm really in the mood, I love to have some pancakes.
What once felt like a reward at the end of a long shift or a dependable stop during a road trip has in many cases become a strategic failure. Corners get cut, recipes simplified, and somewhere along the line, comfort gave way to cost-saving measures. The results are easy to see and even easier to taste. Take IHOP. The place once meant endless stacks of golden fluffy pancakes. People still walk in expecting that memory, but what they get often feels reduced and thin.
IHOP, Denny's, and Cracker Barrel.
Now, an excellent pancake should be tender and moist, not wet and pasty.
Why are we putting golden flake Dubai pancakes in a
It's
like
just,
a
everything's getting so
homemade-
bougie now, man.
Yeah.
I don't.
When it comes to the flavors, you really want to get that hint of the grain.
IHOP claims its pancakes are award-winning.
A few smaller, less airy pancakes land in front of you, more symbolic than satisfying. The nostalgia doesn't line up with the plate, and what was once dependable feels stripped of what made it special. Or look at Denny's. For decades, it stood as a companion across highways and towns, offering quick, familiar meals at all hours. Today, customers report pancakes arriving rubbery, flat, and burned around the edges. Chewing into one can feel less like breakfast and more like gnawing on a worn-out tire.
With authentic country flavor.
The IHOP pancakes look better than they tasted. As the pancakes cooled,
Pancakes.
It just doesn't.
Doesn't
It's like
jive.
IHOP is a diner experience.
The best pancakes came from Cracker Barrel and Perkins. They were cooked to a nice golden brown and tasted freshly prepared.
The syrup adding little more than surface sweetness. This isn't failure from lack of effort. It's the natural result of shortcuts stacked high. Bob Evans sharpens the contrast. The mood they market, farm kitchens, fresh mornings, simple country food, never meets reality on the plate. Pancakes often come out uniform, factory perfect, but lifeless. They lack the spirit their branding promises, tasting more like they rolled off an assembly line than out of a skillet. At Shoney's, buffets tell their own story. Pancakes sit out under lamps, drying and deflating over time. The sheer quantity on display loses all comfort. Nothing about a lukewarm stack under glass feels like breakfast at all. Even Friendly's, Perkins, and Village Inn show signs of compromise. Each one leans on premixed batter that removes any sense of craft. Pancakes become filler, a step above frozen but still far from fresh. When this many chains falter, the question becomes urgent.
But even with the best restaurants, Consumer Reports found it's better to order pancakes in the morning.
And most people are now going to be talking about that, not because we are, but because those three markets are very popular.
Provocative, it gets the people going.
when we ordered the pancakes off the all-day menu, we sometimes found that they picked up the flavors of other foods cooked on the grill. And frankly, they weren't as good.
Where can you still find stacks worth eating? After all the failures, 2 pancake houses remain steady, delivering stacks that arrive like reinforcements when everything else is broken down. Cracker Barrel earns this position not through flashy menus or overselling the brand, but through execution. On the road, it feels like a rare ally you can rely on. The pancakes come out warm, light, and carried by the flavor of real butter, melting across the surface. The syrup poured over the stack enhances rather than hides. Nothing feels rushed or hidden, just the basics done correctly, every single time. The strength of Cracker Barrel lies in discipline. While other chains chase massive, overloaded plates to distract from weakness, they stick to uniform drills.
As for the syrup, Cracker Barrel was the only restaurant where it contains real maple.
That's it.
Yeah, it's awesome being able to eat them because they taste good, and it's just a great reward knowing that we put in so much effort. And the pancake breakfast is probably one of my favorite activities through the year.
One right into the thing.
Standard recipes, careful cooking, pancakes that arrive fluffy and consistent. That's the mark of a stronghold, not a gimmick. For travelers stopping at unfamiliar exits, knowing one of these locations is nearby feels less like taking a chance and more like moving with backup. Then there's the original Pancake House, which stands apart not with size but with precision. Think of it as the veteran specialist, the one that doesn't just follow procedure but perfects every move. Fresh ingredients define the experience. The buttermilk pancakes taste alive. The oven-baked varieties rise into tall, golden structures that feel straight out of a home kitchen.
Though it wasn't 100% pure maple syrup, Cracker Barrel does serve it warm.
Maybe not, I don't know.
Okay, we do a lot of preparation. We started a month ago or so. Wow, we just went through, 200 people, serving them breakfast, and making their day a little bit brighter, and it just makes everyone.
Even the more adventurous orders, crepe-style pancakes, Dutch babies, or seasonal specials, carry the same standard of care. Nothing about the plate feels like it came from a mixer bag. Yes, the prices run higher than the big chains, but paying a little more here guarantees real results. Like better gear on a mission, that small investment shapes the outcome decisively. When most pancake houses stumble under corner cutting, these two hold the line. And when you know which allies to count on, avoiding defeats becomes far easier. Across this landscape of breakfast chains, patterns are clear. Many once trusted names now serve undercooked, hollow versions of what they used to deliver. But not all is lost. 2 chains, Cracker Barrel and the original Pancake House, still hold their ground, serving meals that feel like a win instead of defeat. The choice comes down to strategy. Walk blindly into the wrong place, and the outcome is disappointment. Know which allies earn trust, and the result is different. Take control of the mission. Eat smart. Avoid wasted mornings. Seek the stacks that remain strong, and victory is yours.